For the past few years, the Chinese economy has been struggling with a slow-burning property crisis. However, something you might not be aware of is the property crisis impact on the country's banking system, which has been showing signs of stress as banks try to cope with a falling land and the property prices, while the DCP had until recently relied on ad hoc measures to keep smaller, more vulnerable banks afloat. A new strategy has since emerged, and unprecedented number of smaller banks are now being absorbed into large ones, with 40 banks, about 1% of all rural banks, being consolidated in just the last week of June. More than one-third of assets in China's bank system are linked to the real estate sectors in China and Hong Kong, both of which have experienced a 30% to 50% decline. And this level of exposure could potentially lead to insolvency for the entire banking system. In the past week, 48 Chinese banks have disappeared. This has raised a concern among the foreign investors. According to some reports, nearly 3,800 banks across China are at risk. These banks hold assets worth $4.9 trillion. This accounts for about 133% of China's entire banking system. Many of these banks are struggling with loans, particularly from the real estate and local government sectors.